It's Wake Up with Anthony Tilli across the Central Wheat Belt. It's 23 minutes to 8. Lots of phone calls this morning telling us that there's very thick fog in certain parts of the Central Wheat Belt. So as you head out, please make sure you take it easy on the roads. Stunning day out there. Good morning. No more cold chills. The sun's shining and I'm enjoying a great cuppa. How about you, Hayley?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Anthony. Now, apparently you've got a really great story to tell us today.
Yeah, I sure do. I'm going to be revealing the story behind the song Born to Run. It's been a bit of a mystery. You know the song by the boss, Bruce Springsteen?
I sure do. And did you know he actually hated being called the boss? In fact, he hated all bosses. So I think that's why his lyrics were the way that they were written.
Yeah, and that's why I just love listening to his music. And the reason why is, and this song's a little bit different, is because this song was written actually after the Vietnam War, when people were trying to find out who they were and where they were going in life.
So basically these lyrics about finding yourself as an individual and finding the meaning of life.
Yeah, he actually wrote it at a time when his band wasn't doing that great. And it was actually this song that turned everything around for Bruce.
And he wrote a book about it, didn't he?
Yeah, unbeknown to a lot of people, Hayley, and especially his fans, it's taken Bruce 7 long years to write this book. He's got a lot of stuff in there, a lot of juicy bits, and you may remember the lawsuit that he had with Apple. Takes him through a lot of highs, a lot of lows as well. The guy had a fantastic career, but a pretty tough one too.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, well received by a lot of people. His fans are going to absolutely love it. Lots of juicy bits and pieces in the story as well. And we're going to take a look at an interview that I did with Bruce coming up right after the break.
Fantastic. See you then.
Over 200 years of history resonates from the very foundations of this place. It resonates the telltale stories of sadness and madness from the dungeons below, which contrasts ironically with the open and colourful atmosphere that today's markets and food stalls have created. This is where tourists and locals choose to spend their weekend, exploring the homemade crafts, culinary delights and eclectic street art. How could anyone resist experiencing the wonder and the joy of this historical area? It's the perfect outing to experience the old and the new in this remarkable area that Sydney calls the Rocks. If you are preparing for a job interview, then you need to think about this. You will be assessed the second you walk in based on what you're wearing. First impressions are always important, but in the corporate arena, they speak volumes about your personality, your attitude, and your character. They call it dressing for success. This is something you, as a job hunter, should get to know a lot more about if you want to impress your prospective employer. So today, on Dressing Corporate, our experts demonstrate which colours and styles are the most appropriate for the corporate arena. This is no ordinary radio station. This is the Marconi Radio Rover, and it's the creation of radio announcer and director Ben Starr, who's with us today. Now Ben, I hear through the grapevine that you're no longer teaching at college, but you have now opened up a second school of radio. Tell us what inspired you to do that.
Well, that's right. Well, I've endorsed myself. So I left and I thought, look, you know what, I've done it for 17 years. And with all this Marconi stuff that's happening with the Marconi Radio Rover and our documentary that was released this year, I thought, well, look, let's take it to the next level and create the Marconi School of Media. Teaching kids about the world of media, the changing world of media, and also making some media dreams a reality.
On the website there's several media courses. Take me through your favourite course.
My favourite course happens in this very vehicle, the Marconi Radio Rover. Now this is the only vehicle in the world built and endorsed by the Marconi family and carries the Marconi crest. And outside broadcasting is where it's all happening. So what I love to do is take the students out on the road and set up live outside radio broadcast and teach them about operating in an environment which isn't safe.
Now Ben, you've been training students to become radio announcers for at least 15 years now. Where do those announcers usually land up?
Oh, look, they normally end up in, mental institutions and places of welfare. At the end of the day, the success stories are there, but I don't sit here anymore and go, well, I've got 10 people on Nova 969 or Today FM, because at the end of the day, that may be a long journey. As we both know, sometimes going regional is the way you've got to go.
So where's the Marconi Radio Rover going from here, Ben?
Oh, look, it's going everywhere. Look, at the moment, I've got a couple in production. We're doing a regional rover for regional markets. This one goes down to Melbourne in the next few weeks. It's on a road show down there. So there's so much going on and so much interest. And we've also got a couple in development for radio schools and extra training stuff. So, it never stops. The thing about it is you've got to be aware of the fact that every harebrained idea has a price to pay.
Well, Ben, if this is what the vision is, I think it's worth the cost. Let's start her up and let's go.